Been trying to get this done for the past 3 days, and today it's finally happening. But there is a storm, so I don't care. This is happening. I wanted to publish my first video of 2025, and I guess this is my life right now. It's just a lot of the things are changing. A lot of big changes have happened in the business as well, so kind of wanted to update you guys a little bit about this, what's going on the advertising side, on the business side. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Hi guys, this is Farah. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I talk about selling on Amazon, starting a product business online, and we talk about advertising, audience building, everything that comes with an online business. So if you are interested in any of this, please do subscribe to this channel so you are notified when I post a new video. My baby gives me an hour and I start thinking that I have got so much time. I can run a marathon, I can record a video, I can conquer the world. But that's what it feels like after, a year, maybe a year and a half, 2 of being pregnant, looking after the baby, and finally getting some time back to actually do some focused work. So I am excited about it, but then I also feel guilty. And it's one of those things that I think, if there are any moms watching this, let me know in the comments below if you relate to this. But we all feel that we have to do this, but we miss the baby as well at the same time. And so it's one of those times that it's happening to me. I miss the simple selling on Amazon times, because I used to get a lot of it done, and there used to be just a couple of things you needed to do, and the little bit of time the baby gives. So you used to get a lot of it done, but now, because everything is like so many steps, and I'm kind of refocusing and building the business in a different way, trying to build profitability into the business again, it just seems like there is never-ending list of tasks that needs doing. So one of the biggest changes that have happened in the business is that I have moved a lot of almost 90% of my catalog to Amazon Vendor. I don't know if you guys know about it. Let me know in the comments below how many of you are actually aware of what it is. I'll just quickly tell you, it's invite-only platform, and you have a wholesale relationship with Amazon, and you provide your products to Amazon to stock. And so that's how my brand is stocked with Amazon at the moment. And because I was running advertising at a very high ACOS, I just decided for 2025 I want to build profitability into my business again. So I moved a lot of my inventory from FBA to Amazon Vendor. So that will probably save me from 2 really big headaches that I was dealing with, and I didn't know what to do about it. Was like growing FBA fees, which was really, cutting into our profit margin, and also the rate of return. You guys know that I have a fashion business, and it was just something, it was like a, continuous issue with Amazon. And it had nothing to do with the quality of the product or issues or defects of the product. It was simply, Amazon's, policy where the returns are free if you just select the option that the item is damaged. And a lot of the customers, a lot of my paid sales, that was a big issue. A lot of the paid sales were ending up being returned, and they I wasn't getting refunded for the fees, and there were a lot of issues around that, reimbursements and all of that. I don't want to go into like the nitty-gritty of it, but return rate was a big issue that I just could not justify keep paying for advertising products that were selling but then were ending up in returns after being used by the customers. You won't believe, one time one of the customers who returned the product has the guts to email us and then ask us, I returned this product, have you seen my engagement ring in it? I've lost it. And I was like, people are using the product and just returning it after one use. And Amazon FBA doesn't do anything about it. Like, the product has been used, and I was such a big issue using the product and just returning it. And that's the problem with fashion products now. And it didn't used to happen so much in the past, but with every passing year, this is becoming a huge issue. So I just had to move my products from FBA to vendor, because in vendor, it's Amazon's issue. If the returns are coming, you guys deal with it, you resell it, whatever. I'm not paying fees for it, and I'm not paying advertising on units being sold. So that was one of the main reasons, like, I wanted to move from seller central to vendor, because I didn't want to deal with this anymore. It was really eating into the profit margin. Another thing that I mentioned, which was becoming a big issue, was advertising. Even if, like, there were some benefits to it, like, I couldn't justify it any longer because of one thing I mentioned, the return issue, and the other thing was, it was simply eating into my profit margin. I was paying like 10 to 15% tacos, and that was just not sustainable anymore because of the rising Amazon FBA fees. So luckily, because I have had this vendor account for nearly a decade, I have this option to do this, and I thought, well, this is a time we're just gonna have to switch. But having done this, I didn't foresee, well, I kind of knew this was going to happen, but I didn't know how fast that was going to happen. We were running into issues like cash flow, because in Seller Central, you can get paid faster. And in vendor, because it's B2B, you get paid very, very late. Like, Amazon pays you 60 days later from the invoice date. So yeah, that's the terms that we have with them. And they do offer us an option of giving them additional discount and getting our money earlier, but we don't want to do that because we have to maintain a level of profitability. So yeah, there is a bit of a cash flow issue right now we're going to have to deal with. And so yeah, I am kind of missing the simple old days of selling on Amazon. Let's talk a bit about advertising on Amazon and how essential it is to actually be able to sell your product on Amazon. So one of the things that I've noticed even in my vendor sales is that they have slowed down a little bit, because I stopped advertising all of my campaigns, all of my products in December, because December, January is kind of very slow for us. So I restart the campaigns usually in February, but because of this cash flow issue, I'm having to hold back a little bit closer to Valentine's Day so we can start seeing that uptick in sales again. But the point is, if you don't run ads on Amazon, you're going to see a drop in sales, because I don't have a huge audience built to drive traffic to my listings. I have to rely on that. So it's so important when you are thinking of starting your Amazon business, or even you are selling on Amazon, to try to build that, because that's the only organic way it helps you combat this rising cost of advertising. And the reason I was able to make all these decisions was, for the past 2 to 3 years I've been implementing performance advertising in the business, because like, why pay for ads when you're actually not making any money at the end of the day? You can have a huge turnover, but when you do the numbers, when you implement performance advertising, it actually tells you how much you made per order, what was your cost of acquisition, and what was the cost of each paid order, because it's usually not the cost per click. Okay, it's not as simple as that. A lot of things factor into it, because every click is not a sale. Okay, so you've got to understand these things. You've got to know when to stop the advertising, when to restart it, when to run the campaigns, what keywords to bid on, and so on and so forth. So for that reason, I'm so glad that I spent time developing all of these systems to actually learn this for myself. And this is what you have to do to become profitable on Amazon. You've got to know where the efficiencies are in your business. And the sooner you learn this, the better you will learn this business. You will become the operator that you need to be. So make sure you download this guide. I have put everything that I've learned into this guide, and you can download it for free. And as I've been mentioning in my past videos as well, that a new masterclass is coming up. So if you guys download this, you will be notified, because you will be in my email list. If you don't join my email list, you'll probably miss out on this new masterclass, which will happen as soon as, little one is settled in nursery, in the daycare, and mommy will get some time back. So yeah, we're almost there, aren't we? My little half an hour, 45 minutes of getting this video done is almost over. So I hope you guys join the email list and download this and learn the performance advertising principles. And I am really looking forward to creating this and presenting this to you guys, because it's a solution that I was looking for years. Okay, I've tried agencies, I've tried, many different solutions, softwares and all of that. The problem is everybody wants a cut in your profit margin to give you a service, and it is something that you don't mind if when you have profitability and there is something left for you at the end of the day. But the kind of competition and situation we're in the Amazon sphere, it is the Amazon way. It is the Amazon way. I've been doing this business for 15 years to actually start bringing things in-house so you can become efficient, where you can cut down the services that you don't need to pay for anymore. So that's what I'm doing about my business. I'm building profitability back into it. So join the email list, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.